Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about goddess Neith, and I'm gonna, write the spelling, the correct spelling, whatnot. And she's goddess associated goddess with creation, primordial goddess that the one existed before all creation, and also she's goddess of justice and war. So call on her and ask her to support you against your enemy and to stand on guard and to judge all intentions, magic, past, future, and presence, and also manifestation, anything that was used against you behind the veil to be judged. Ask her also to remove sins and to replace with good deeds. Okay? And to pile the enemy. Just pile as much, For anything they do, you have the right to take it. So you're not really intruding or taking something it's not really rightfully yours, because it is yours. Okay? You do something, you're allowed to do that, to ask for it. Okay? And to undo all that was done in the past, future, and present. And to judge all who are with ill intentions. Anyone who comes near you or around you, or to judge all the unseen as well. So you say to judge the unseen, because some of you guys, I don't think you guys could see the unseen. I can, but some can see it. So if you can't, just say to judge the unseen, to stand as a judge, and to punish those who crosses the line, and to punish our enemy, whatever they are, and to send a legion army of archangels to destroy our enemy. Okay, and yes, because if you guys don't do anything about it, nothing is gonna go away. It's not gonna go. Nothing is gonna change, and nothing is gonna transform to anything. It's just always gonna be the same. You understand? God, it's been mentioned like number one weapon for is prayer. When you pray, when you close your eyes and you set your intention and you pray, you always have to pray, believing your prayer is working. Okay? If you have doubt, it's not working. Okay? I always pray this way. So when I pray against my enemy, I just close my eyes and I set my intention. I'm not asking God to judge something they haven't done. Okay? They've done me wrong. I want them to own. I am, all of us, all of you guys, been done wrong. I want the enemy to acknowledge what they've done. Then maybe I'll think about forgiving them. But other than that, no. You understand? So anyhow, I prayed for you guys as a collective. But you guys need to kind of recite your own prayer, or whatever prayers you're comfortable with, and stuff. Okay, because some of you guys target individuals going through chaos. The enemy is like trying to break you, like a wild horse, and to mold you to their liking. You know what I'm saying? And do not really give in to their demands. Okay? You have the right to choose. Okay? But I'm just giving you advice. If you were to join them, it's a big mistake. Okay? So that's all I'm saying. His choice is yours. You know what I'm saying? Is you are in a losing battle. If you don't do anything about it, nothing is gonna get done. The enemy is ahead of us. We're not really activated yet to have our spiritual powers to go against the enemy. No, we don't have it yet. So all you have to do is pray against your enemy. Because the enemy, they know what they've done and they're refusing to acknowledge they've done you wrong. Someone who refuses to acknowledge what they've done when it's reality is very wrong on every level and not giving you that closure, saying, yes, I've done you wrong and I'm sorry. Then refusing, they still come at you swinging. So pray. I know I spoke to a couple of target individuals. They said, okay, they're talking about some target individuals that talk about stuff like it's not really important. What I'm giving you is very important, okay? If you don't pray against your enemy is gonna win, and then if you forgive your enemy, they're gonna win. You understand? Because you forgive your enemy, these things they've done to you will not be judged because you already gave that forgiveness away. So after they've put us through chaos, you gonna forgive them? Hey, I'm not gonna really tell you what you should do, what you should not, but I'm providing information. You take it and deal with it wherever you want, to whatever you pleases you. But I know what team I am in. I'm on God's team. I am not gonna be in anybody else's team. You understand? Yeah, I could never join these people. You know why? Because they'll tell you what to do. That's why. I have a problem with that. People telling me what to do, And yeah, sure, I would have joined if I was the boss. Everybody else report to me, yes. Then maybe I would have been considerate. No, but I'm not interested, even if I'm the boss. You know what I mean? It's whatever they do is their business. Me consenting or kneeling, kneeling for these people, I don't see it happening, no. I kneel to God only. When I pray, I kneel to God. I don't kneel to nobody. You understand? Be strong. Be decisive. And if you give in, they would want more because this is who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because if you give them an inch, they take a mile. That's the reality of things. I've read about them, a lot online. It's not really something I want to get involved with, whatever. But thanks. But anyhow, call God of Neith, and ask her to give you justice against all who are trespasses into your space or came into your vessel uninvited or enchanted magic, caused sickness and diseases and caused pain and torments, caused humiliation and degradation. Just go on list of things I've done. You just go online, write target individual, and then they'll tell you how you've been targeted. Just write, basically just read exactly how you've been targeted. You say, I call I call God the creator of things, as the one exalted above all, the one who do not need anything, the one who manifests everything into existence. Okay? And then you call You mentioned the names. I mentioned them in a prayer before. Just add. You're adding one. Okay? And asking, God to judge on your behalf. Okay? Because when you say God to judge on your behalf, basically you're electing God to judge on your behalf. You're not forgiving. Because once you're forgiving, you're not doing that part. You understand? I want the enemy to know what they've done is wrong in every level. You know what I mean? And they continue. They are continuing. You know what? I listen what they say, and all this is trying to deceive me and lie to me about stuff. You know what I mean? And why would they care? Because one time I mentioned a name of, God name, and they told me not to use it. That's a devil's name. So you really care? After what you put me through, you care what I'm calling the devil? I wasn't calling the devil. These people, grand deception, their intention is not coming from a good place. You know what I'm saying? They will do anything, you know what I'm saying, to tarnish your name or, just kind of, yeah. But anyhow, why I'm telling you have to pray. Praying is very powerful in setting the intention. Because, okay, God says oppression will be judged severely because he forbidden oppression on himself. He doesn't oppress anyone. God doesn't oppress anybody. That's why he gave you a free, right to choose. If he would have said, you're doing this, you're doing that, it's something you don't want to do. You understand? His teaching, he practices exactly what he teach. You understand? He practice what he preach. So I'm happy with God. I don't want nothing with these people have to offer me, and no thanks. So anyhow, I'm just kind of telling you guys, if you don't pray, nothing is going to change. And I know some of you guys are posting videos or talking about crazy stuff, but I'm giving you what could benefit you, what you could benefit from, and it can help you. You understand? Since they killed my mother, and I haven't been the same. I used to be very forgiving. You know what I'm saying? Like you take a poop on me, and you say, you say sorry, and I'm gonna say, oh, no problem. It used to be like that. But then when they killed my mother, something happened in me, made me a little rigid, unforgiving. I'm not willing to forgive anyone. I'm willing to forgive what they've done to me if they show some sort of remorse. Okay? But then and I'm not interested to even hear after the fact what they've done. You know what I mean? They're still running their mouth, saying crap to me, threatening me, telling me stuff like laying insults and stuff. That's not someone who's going to reform. This is like someone who lost their marble, and they think they're ruling the universe. It's one planet. There's so many other planets. You're not ruling anything. You know what I'm saying? And all humanity, everyone is going to die. Just remember that. Death, God says, death, it will find you regardless where. You understand? إنه ملاقيكم. Death, that's what God says. I didn't say it. God says, this is going to find you. when they are in their deathbed, they're going to regret what they've done to you because it's not kosher, you know? And they're defining orders and they're acting like they've done nothing. You understand? When I told them I'm not forgiving them, they attacked me more because they were pissed. You understand? And I don't care. You're not going to twist my arm. You know? They don't care anyway. They told me they don't care about forgiveness. They're going to care about judgments. It's coming. Don't you worry. Don't hold your breath. And so anyhow, I just wanted to, sorry, I'm just kind of venting. Today is a day to bitch fest, you know. I feel like, you know, going to that facility, dealing with that, you know, situation I had there, and just dealing with this manufactured life. This is not life. This made up life. You understand? Life that when God running the, you know, counter events, but God also predicted, and toward the end, before judgments, oppression is going to increase. God predicted this. So what are we dealing with? God predicted it. He knew. So I'm just kind of want you guys to pray for things that is going to benefit you, is going to help you. So, you know, to guide you through this journey of hate. You know, people hate you who doesn't even know you, which is fine. I don't care about those. You know what I'm saying? But it was tactical to trying to demean you, to trying to make you feel worthless. When you understand how the game is played, you will grow thick skin. You will not care. Yeah, yes. Today I was affected, but not 100%. But I was still annoyed. I was annoyed. But I prayed against that person. I prayed against him, and judgment is going to come against the establishment that I was at. You know, they're going to see. You know what I'm saying? Because someone else instigated the whole situation, told them to treat me such a way. You understand? And when you go there and, like, you know, you're paying, it's not free. So you treat people who bring you business or money. No. This hate and diversion or of ill intention is not from the establishment. Someone told them something, and they want to kind of, you know, they abuse you and stuff. And I don't really care anymore. But I'm not going to that establishment anymore. And but it's not going to stop me from sharing my experience. Because I know some target individuals, they sit there and cry about things. I'm not a crier. I'm not going to cry. You know what I mean? You know, I cry when something affected me directly, but like my mom, death of my mom, yeah, it affected me, yes. Yeah, you cry for that because it means something to you. You understand? It means great things. You know, it means like what they've done is prime disrespect. You understand? Anyone who says he doesn't want to join is going to be punished like that. Like, it's kind of BS, you know. But it's okay. Nothing is going to change. He's still not joining. And I'm not interested to know what they you know, wrong decision that I made not to join. It's okay. I'm not interested to know if it's your, if there's, if whatever they're offering you is for your highest good, then when you refuse it, they wouldn't be upset, right? Because it was good. The shit is so good. Everybody wants it, you know? So, no thanks. But anyhow, I want to ask God to unleash your vengeance on your enemy. Because your enemy, they are the prime of disrespect as well against God. God set the rules, and these people abuse it. They're abusing the system. They're abusing their power that they were given to them by the people, by the way, and deny you the right for to seek justice in a court system. You know what I'm saying? And that why I'm a little bit mad and why I'm unforgiven and stuff like that. This is not my nature. You know what I mean? I'm always being very forgiven. But they've done something wrong. Touching my mother is wrong thing to do. Putting her in a grave, putting someone in a grave that should have not done anything to you. That why I'm not willing to forgive, and I don't care what they said to the fly on the wall. You understand? Tell the entire universe the lies and fabrication and whatever. I don't care, really. You don't care either, so I guess it's balanced, right? You don't care, I don't care, it's even, all right? But anyhow, I want you guys pray, and God always answer. You know what I mean? You believe in your prayer when it's working. Pray against your neighbors, anybody who participated in your neighbors, people in the street, people in a building, people in a grocery store, people you see anywhere, anyone who participated in this program and you have direct contact with, you pray against. Because they knew what they were doing. Nobody twisted their arm to do what they've done to you. Right? So you had free will, you choose to abuse it. Yes, that's all I wanted to say. All right, so I hope this helped, and good luck.